was going to ask you a question, but okay.
Sorry. We're live. I mean,
I guess we're going for it again.
no,
Welcome
we're
to
sitting
another
here.
episodes of Brothers Chatter. Glad to have you guys back here. This is take 2 as we jump back into it. I am Tim, also known as Ancient
doesn't
Animus.
fucking listen.
I don't care what y'all said. I'm going to stick with Ancient Animus. I like it. With us
like
today,
this
as
ancient.
always. With us today, as always, is my brother from the same mother, Danny G. Gives us a shout out. Also with us, as usual, is our infamous Twitch streamer, Bearded Beefy, also known as McDermott. Give him a wave. Give your fans what they really want. And then also with us is Cynical Madman, also known as Dickin.
I ain't gonna lie, my phone was ringing. I didn't hear a fucking word you said.
Hey, bro, that cheered me up, bro, because I'm just over here. I'm just ready to pound my head off a fucking wall.
Why is that? What's wrong with you that you're getting ready to pound your head off of a wall?
I'm just.
Tell us how you really feel.
I hate when tech shit goes wrong, bro, because Marine is my go-to, and he's going through a midlife crisis right now. So it's like, damn.
I'm not going through a midlife crisis.
What's going to happen if he can't get? What if he can't like? No, I think. Can I get a round of applause on that, though, Marine? You should be a little proud of me that I went and problem solved some stuff on my own.
Yeah, I'm proud of you, bud. I really am.
Although, hey, my chat
it's
bot.
literally like common sense troubleshooting. That's all it is.
My chat bot is not doing my fucking. I have it set to 40 and 45 minutes, and it's not putting that shit in my thing. So, I don't know what's up with that, but moving on. Moving on.
Moving on. Give me the attitude.
Bro, I'm pissed, bro. I'm fucking pissed over here. I am fucking pissed.
Do you want to talk about it? Because it sounds like you want to talk about it.
No, because in my head, it's like, it's probably something like Discord related. Something probably just dropped, fucked the camera up. Maybe it's coming a little unplugged up there. Who knows? But in my head, it's like, oh, great. I started playing Warzone. Now look what's happening to my PC.
Told you.
Yeah. Well, it's not going to stop. So if my PC blows up, I guess I'm going to be with Dick on a phone doing this shit. And
we'll just all get on
PS4 again. So
there you go. So, I don't know about y'all, but I'm happy baseball finally started back up. Opening day was 2 days ago. The Phillies, I'm a big Phillies fan, had their opening day today. Won 9-5 against the not Cardinals, sorry. Wait a minute, how are you going to hate against the Phillies?
Because they're supposed to be really, really good, and they ain't even...
It's just because I hate this time of year, bro, because it's Phillies, and then you got your little stupid-ass radio on in the background. Everybody can hear your fucking baseball game being broadcasted like you're fucking in the 60s still, bro. Like, there's TVs.
I enjoy listening to baseball. I can't watch baseball on the radio. On TV. I can watch the playoffs, but regular season baseball, it's too slow, too boring for me, but I enjoy listening to it on the radio. I feel like I'm at the stadium listening to it.
Do you enjoy sucking a dick too? Like, Jesus Christ.
No, that doesn't even fit.
Like, god damn.
So, moving on, because someone's obviously in a pissed off mood, needs to change your tampon. Dickin, how are you?
My candle's not working.
I'm good.
Apparently.
Fucking rip off.
You said you're doing good?
Yeah.
That's good. What about you, Danny? How are you?
Fucking fantastic.
Fan?
Baseball season. I'm actually enjoying baseball season.
Wait, you said what?
Yeah.
As an Orioles fan? We enjoy that?
I don't just watch the Orioles.
Okay, I was
I'm
we can enjoy
I'm
that?
a baseball fan. I'm not just I'm an Orioles fan, but I'll watch any game that's on TV. Other than that, I got nothing going on.
Yeah, I'm excited. I got the Altoona Curve schedule for this year. I'm going to try to get to a few games this year. It's a heck of a price.
They had a Star Wars themed one a couple years ago I went to. It was actually pretty cool.
Yeah, I think they usually do it on May 4th.
Yeah.
May the 4th be with you.
They do not have a game on May 4th. Or they don't have one at home. Let's put it that way. They're on the road.
That's some bullshit.
So, and you can't beat the tickets. Look at the prices. Here they are. You're talking cheap regular tickets. You're talking anywhere between $10 and $20 per seat. You can't beat that price. And I mean, these guys are good. I mean, it's not the major leagues, but they're good games. So I'm looking to do a couple of those this year. And,
Yeah, I enjoy it.
you know, Altoona's only an hour away from us, and be fun. So one of the things I thought it'd be fun for us to talk about, we kind of briefly chatted about before, is helping our viewers get to know us a little bit better. So one of the things I think really kind of open it up and open up that discussion is, what is your biggest regret?
Meeting you.
Meeting me. That's fucked up.
No, I'm just
That's
kidding.
weird.
My candle's
I
working
didn't
now.
say it
I'm
was
getting
your
happy.
turn.
I'm getting happy.
I did. Good. Good. Keep getting happy because we're not even gonna start with you, bitch.
All right, now you know what? I hope my camera fucking crashes again. We don't get this shit out. Fuck that. You know that's where I'm at. Fuck you.
Danny, what's your biggest regret?
All right. See, here's the thing. I don't really want to talk about my biggest regret because
Oh, come on.
Boo!
it might not be a good thing to talk about.
Boo! Oh, is somebody listening?
Don't be a pussy.
No, it has nothing to do with her.
Oh, let's fucking talk about it. Tearing your
Get
ACL
it off your chest.
or off your knee as your ACL keeps
All right,
going.
all right. I mean, it's gonna be about work.
Nobody else fucking heard that. That's a good one.
What?
Go ahead. I said. He said, "Get it off your chest." I said, "Or off your knee, like your ACL keeps doing."
All right. You know what? Let's not be about work. Now that I'm 37 years old, almost 38, I know I'm not going through a midlife crisis. You know, I think back to when I was in high school, and some things that have happened recently have made me rethink stuff. Also, like I wish I would have done better for myself. I wish I wouldn't have fucked around in high school. Like my senior year, I decided to party all the time. I was out every single weekend, didn't do my homework, and I mean, not a ton of people know this, but I ended up failing my senior year. You guys know it, obviously. Um, I ended up failing my senior year. Two of the classes that I needed to pass, I didn't pass, and I had to take one in the summer and go back another year for one class. And because I fucked around, I'm grateful that I ended up finding a career that I can make really good money without a degree. But looking back, and I've said this for a couple of years now, looking at myself and um what Ashley does and she did for the longest time, 14 years at a nursing home, like takes a special kind of person to do that. But um I really feel like if I would have went to high school or not high school, college, um I wouldn't have had to put in not really put in effort because I've always wanted to put in effort. Like I've loved working since I was 16 years old. I've had a job since I was 16. I mean, there was like a 2 year span when I didn't work, but that's also because we couldn't afford childcare and she made more money than I did. So I stayed home with Caleb. Um, and then like before I started with DJS, I fucked around early in my career. I was young and dumb. I'm not gonna lie, I was young and dumb. I fucked around on a lot of jobs. But I just feel like I wish I would have been smarter when I was in high school. That way I wouldn't have had to work as hard as I have to make as much money. Um, because like I see people around me that have went to college and they're working 8 to 4, 9 to 5 jobs, weekends off, holidays off, and it's like, damn, if I would have went to college, I could add that. So my biggest regret is definitely fucking off in high school, and being where I'm at in my life. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm not like I'm happy where I'm at in my life, but it could have been better, and I could have done better for my family. So that was my biggest regret.
Yeah, and one of the big things, thinking about that, I mean, yeah, obviously, I think we could all say, man, I wish I would have went to college. You're finding nowadays, especially not even really our generation, but even the younger generation below us is finding that they're going to college and getting these degrees, and they're going thousands and thousands of dollars in debt, and there's no jobs out there.
No, there isn't.
And there's jobs out there that don't necessarily require that kind of degree. So depending on the field, depending on your level
Speaking of younger
commitment,
generation,
it can be good for you. But yeah, I definitely,
speaking of
while
younger
I
generation,
understand what you're saying.
That
I don't think you
workforce
should hold
sucks.
that against yourself. Uh, because things happen for a reason. But anyway,
They
what were you
do.
saying? Sorry, what were you
Yeah,
saying
that
about the younger workforce?
they suck. Their work ethic sucks.
Because they were handed
It's
everything
different.
as kids, man. That's why.
Right, but all right. Now, with saying that, whose fault is that?
Parents,
Think about it. Right,
society.
whose generation is that? That's our
Their
I'm not
parents.
pointing at
generation.
you, Dick. I'm skipping over you because your kid's still a little too young. So
I
Right, that's
can't
our
remember.
generation. Like our generation and people a little bit older than me. They're the ones that are
But it's not.
basically.
But it's not. It's not. All right. Without going too into like it's not. I want to say parents as much as like I mean the school system itself. Like there's not.
Yeah, school
They're
system,
not. They're not.
100%.
There's not a line there that like as a parent you're thinking your kid's doing everything he's supposed to do, and then come to find out it's like, oh shit, you're not. Why wasn't I informed of this, bro? Back when I was in school, teachers used to write fucking notes on a fucking book and say, hey, you have to get this signed or you're coming back to detention. We're just gonna call your fucking mom anyway. So I would come home with a
100%.
note in my little folder and be like, hey mom, I'm in 5th grade and I'm about to fail spelling because I'm fucking dumb. Like I mean, like that. The note was like, he can't spell. This needs address. He's not doing his schoolwork. Also,
Right, and
bro, my
now
mom
like
beat my ass.
they're being allowed to take their phones to school. They're listening.
Yeah, that
They
was
have their earbuds
that's
in,
pushing it.
listening to music all day long because their computers are teaching them. I'm
See,
sorry, but these teachers are making way too much money
it's not. I
for
don't want to
what
blame
they
the
do.
teachers. I don't want to blame the teachers. I don't want
They
to
don't
blame
make
the
that much
teachers.
money.
Yeah, I was gonna say not in
All right, but
certain
time
states
out.
they
When
do.
you're letting, when you
They're
are
not
I
though.
will.
It's
I'll
literally,
gladly blame them.
I'm not saying
no,
it's the
when you're literally
teachers
allowing
in the
them to
school,
fall asleep in school, you're, hey teacher, I'm done on my work. All right, well just take a nap.
but you gotta understand
That's what
some of
my
them are
son's
just as
coming home and telling me.
frustrated. Yeah, okay, but hold on though. Is it him saying that, or is it him saying that to
Well,
like,
all right, I don't,
you know what I
I don't want to
mean?
bring him into it.
Yeah, but
I'm saying like this is what I'm hearing.
I'm saying it as teachers. I mean, I know a couple of them like they're frustrated too. Like it's like they're not allowed to do the curricular that how they want to do it, or they're at risk of losing their job. I'm not gonna throw his name out. Like he'll be in the future, and like damn, I wish we'd have known this because I could have got him on here for like a brief little like 20 minutes to like talk about like him as a teacher. But he's based out of West Virginia, and they're gonna do the same thing that and he's in middle school. He teaches middle school. He's saying that pretty much is like you do what they say or you don't have a job, and he's like, I don't give a fuck at this point. He's like, I need a paycheck. If the school system wants to let these kids down, I would gladly tell the parents of parent teacher conference, hey, they're learning schools, but they're not as much computer as what we are in Maryland though. They're mostly in class learning now, so I don't know why Maryland's keeping the computer system a thing while they're in school. If they have
Well,
a
there's
teacher shortage or what?
there's different things going on there. Yes, it is teachers shortage. There's a lot of really good things that you can do on computers. Unfortunately, teachers didn't go to school to learn how to do online learning, which is something that we've experienced, or at least I've experienced in my job. And granted, we've gotten better at it, but we've been doing it for 2 years, and it's still, in my opinion, not a. I don't want to say it's not a quality product, but it's not the best product that could possibly be given.
Yeah, I mean it's
So,
different, but all right, like when we were in school. I mean, obviously, like to me and you, like phones weren't really a big thing yet. Nobody had phones until it was probably 2 or 3 years after I graduated. Whenever people started getting cell phones, um, but I know damn well there was no way in hell they would have allowed that if we did have phones. Like, I mean, you weren't allowed to do shit or listen to the teacher when we were in class.
well, and that's where a lot of the problems come. It's not just in one area. It's some parents. It's not all parents, and most homes across our country, education is not a priority. They expect teachers to do the job of raising their children for them. Not all parents are like that, but there are some, and there are a lot. So you have some parents that are to blame. Do you have the public school system to blame? Absolutely, you do in some formats. And I agree exactly with what McDermott said. You have some teachers who want to do that there's a reason they went into this field because they want to teach. They love teaching
Absolutely.
kids,
I
but their
just
hands are tied. And then you have some that are just lazy. The other thing you started to bring it up, Danny. This is one of the biggest problems. And don't get me wrong, I know you all call me old. I love the potential that comes with these. But our kids today are used to instant gratification. And not just kids, but adults as well. That's what they've become accustomed to. That they just need instant gratification constantly.
I mean, that's where I agree with Marine on the that's the teacher's fault because I think I've been out 10 years since my senior year. So from that 10 years, okay, middle school there was no such thing as you're having a phone. If you had a phone, it was a track phone anyway. 8th grade, you start getting a little more like phone wise, but it was still more like your MSN, like your Messenger, fucking all that shit, right? And that was all at home on the family computer. But high school, they allowed you to have your phone on you. I mean, I had to because sports, like, hey, mom, pick me up, or this. Uh, but for the teachers, most teachers, if they saw it, if you had it out in class, you're going to the office with a referral. Sometimes they would let you, like some of the cooler teachers, like the younger ones, like towards the end of their class, hey, you guys have done your work. Here you go, free time, do whatever. You still hid the phone though. Like it was like one of those. We are not going to ask. You're not going to show tight respect then. But I don't know. To allow kids to have fucking earphones in and just do whatever they fucking. That's like the teachers have given up on the shit themselves. And I don't want to bash teachers because I know it's their hands are tied with it also. But it's kind of like as a society. I mean, why is politics and government and stuff playing a factor into school? Like that should be the teachers on how they want to teach. I mean, no physical harm or stuff, but like, hey, the teacher wants to go off this fucking curricular today, and they want to teach it this way. Do it because I'm not gonna lie. There's a lot of teachers who did that when I was in school, and it fucking helped. Now it's like, I mean, you hear what fucking Hogan's trying to pass. Like they're trying to force shit down. So you can't learn about God anymore in school, but you're gonna learn about what makes somebody want to be a transgender, which I'm not. Right. I have nothing against that. It's just like, are we going to do that in school when there's kids who I didn't fucking learn about taxes and shit until I was in my senior year of high school. So I'm going to learn in elementary school transgender and neutral like all that, but I'm not going to learn how to do taxes until my senior year.
I don't think that's school.
There's a mix up, man.
Yeah.
I mean, this topic is for another day. I don't think that stuff belongs in school, but I think there's a place for it. But you're there to learn about stuff that is going to help you later in life with your
hopefully.
job and like but that type of stuff is all it's all moral stuff, and you can't teach that to kids whenever like. What if their parents don't believe in that? You can't teach them that kind of stuff. So I just don't think it belongs in the classroom.
Yeah, agreed.
But anyway, moving on.
Yeah, we kind of got off topic there. The idea was behind what's your biggest regrets.
What we do best.
And you kind of got a little bit of a tangent.
That's what we do best
over here.
And that's why you go sub to the fucking YouTube, guys. That's why you sub to the fucking YouTube, because you know what? That's we go off fucking topics and we create our own fucking topic. Dickin, what do you say? What is your fucking catchline down there?
That is correct.
No, not that. You fucked it up.
Correct.
The YouTube thing.
So now he's gonna take us out with that. So Dickin, we're gonna go to you because we haven't heard from you in a while. What's your biggest regret?
Not going in the military.
Okay.
All right. Okay. Let's talk about it.
Man, they're forcing.
So, what did you want to do in the military?
I actually went through the whole process. I just couldn't get my parents to sign. I was only 17.
Oh.
And the war was going pretty hot and heavy. My brother was over there.
So once you were 18, why didn't you go in?
Yeah, that's gonna be my question.
If you don't mind me asking.
Money.
Okay.
I got offered a good job, and I was stupid and took it.
And see, that goes along with mine. Like I had many opportunities to do other stuff. I wanted to work.
I made stupid money, and I have nothing to show for it.
Yeah.
Seems to be what happens when you're young like that.
Yeah, I was in college, my first job in the restaurant business, but I was enjoying that paycheck every week, and same thing. I enjoyed the money and just dropped out. I was like, oh, I'm really enjoying this paycheck, but how much more would I be enjoying that paycheck had I stuck with it? I went to Dan. I don't even know if you remember what I went to college for. I was going to be a journalist. Glad I got out of that.
I
I was
mean,
I was
that
actually had everything picked out, like the career with the military and everything. They just wouldn't sign for me.
What was your career going to
damn.
be?
EOD,
What is that?
missions ordnance disposal,
Okay,
Okay.
blowing shit up.
So you're a
blowing the shit up that
pyromaniac.
McDermott's making now.
Yeah, actually, it was. You had to like wear a bomb suit. It
I
was
don't
pretty
think it would.
cool.
Damn.
I don't think it would have been that shit. I can't. I ain't going to discuss too much on that shit. That's not a liability thing, but it wasn't.
It's classified. All right, Dakin. All right. I did not know that.
I knew that, but I didn't know. I didn't know that you were offered the job you went to right out of high school.
Yeah, I went to work on my 18th birthday.
That was like the carpentry shit, right?
Yeah,
I didn't know you were because you went to like you did that shit during school, right?
yeah. The guy that hired me, he came to my graduation and told me. He said, "Hey, you got the job.
We started.
You can go to work on your 18th birthday."
Gotcha.
I had to wait till I was 18 because of insurance
Ow.
purposes.
Good figure.
Hey, I heard that in the background, Marine.
Heard what?
Something like the Twitch.
Yeah.
Oh,
She
yeah.
like the chat popped up. She couldn't get it to go away.
Oh, okay. I was like, damn. I looked over for a second. I was like, I was about to start spazzing. But I was like, no, I'm good on my end, bro. I'm not playing this game again.
What?
I'm only 34 though. I still got time to go.
There you go.
I mean, you could always go do carpentry again too, though.
Hey, I still look
Kind of
back
hard when you
and
got kids.
the smartest one out of the people I know was my good buddy Joey. Electricians Union, get in there. He did 5 years of college work, and then he had to. I think it was he had to keep working for them for another 5 years. It was like 10 years total. But like they can say, God, is he making stupid money? Like that man's gonna be good for the rest of his life.
Yeah, but there's
Right.
sacrifices with that stupid money.
Yeah, there are because I mean he had to
Right.
go work in like Hawaii, California,
Cool.
Arizona, shit like that for like months at a
That's
I
time.
mean,
so-
away from your
that's so
family.
rough.
Like, now, yeah, you gotta explain that. Like, he's away from his family, like kids and stuff at that
Yeah.
point. No, now people are like sacrifice, like fuck Hawaii, California, fuck.
Sacrifice went to Hawaii.
Yeah. Because I mean, like I think. At
Hey
that
Beth,
time,
I'm going.
He had two little ones, and then they had a third one like while he was still working and all that stuff. But like he did all that while they were young. That way he's not traveling as far now, so like he's not missing any of their shit. So they're at that age now where they're starting to get into stuff. Man, he's not gonna miss it. So
What about you, McDermott?
Nah, you're
What
next.
was that?
You're
Your,
next. You always
biggest-
give last. You're next.
I'm next.
You're next. Your biggest regret,
All right.
Timothy.
All right, mine's actually very simple. Growing up, I loved playing basketball. Me and Danny, we played all three sports, through school, but basketball was always my sport. And my junior year, I tried out for high school and I made the varsity team. It was my first time making the team. A lot of the guys I knew I wasn't really friends with, but I knew, and they were actually very welcoming to me because they thought I'd make a good member of their team. But that was whenever I first, I guess, stress and just nervousness. When I first started breaking out into hives. I was actually at a basketball practice one night, and I broke out in hives real bad. My trachea started to swell up, and I had to leave practice early. And so that kind of set a path to where there was one time after practice, because I knew I wasn't going to be a starter on this team, but I wanted to be a part of the team. And one day after practice, I went up to the coach because they were running some sort of man-to-man offense that I think my nerves just weren't allowing me to understand what it was that they were running. And so one day after practice, I asked if he'd take a couple minutes and show it to me, and he just said, "Oh, you'll figure it out eventually." And I never went back after that. And I wish I hadn't. I wish I hadn't done that. I wish I had stuck with it because, as I said, um, those guys, they weren't my friends, but they were pretty welcoming to me. I know that if I had went to a couple of them and asked them to show me, exactly how the plays ran, they would have taken the time to do that. So that's
Right.
basically my biggest regret is I wish I would have stuck it out and played.
So
you could have been
because
playing with Kobe or Michael Jordan or somebody.
right, you could have been next John Stockton. Because your coach said that to you, that frustrated you.
It just
Right.
it didn't even really frustrate me. It told me that he didn't really want me on the team. We didn't have a lot of people try out. We only had 10 people. We had 12 people try out, but we only had 10 people actually stick. 2 people dropped out before tryouts were over. And so since there was only 10 of us, it made me feel as if we can go with 10, and so we just won't cut anybody. Is how it made me feel. I felt like I earned my spot on the team. But then whenever he said that, I felt like, well, maybe he didn't really want me here. He just didn't want to cut me because there was only leave him 9 people, and he needed
That's
10
a
to
little
run
stupid.
practice. So
I remember
That's
you
mine.
telling me that story.
if I could go back in time, because I don't live in regrets. I believe everything happens for a reason. But that's one thing, because it probably wouldn't win anything. I mean, yeah, Danny probably remembers. I always dreamed about going in the NBA. An unrealistic dream for a 5'11" white boy who can't really jump all that well. I was a decent point guard, but yeah, nothing really would have came out of it except for I would have been, a little bit more confidence in myself, a little bit.
Hey,
prouder of
Marine,
myself.
why'd you make that face, bro? Was he not a decent point guard? Oh, okay.
Cool. So moving on. I'm done then. So McDermott.
No, Tim, don't end on that note.
About this one. I'm curious about
Who,
this one.
mine?
'Cause I could probably think of a few.
I mean,
Just from the stories you've
I was
told.
gonna say people who know, obviously, like the big one would be like, damn, McDermott drugs, because drugs got a Jack Daniels bottle tickling your asshole, waking up naked, on a porch with a school bus sitting there while you're on the couch sleeping, with your balls hanging out the kid. I mean, a lot of fucked up shit from drugs. But I'm telling you, bro, I think you guys are gonna be mind blown. Because I didn't think about this shit. It's just while I'm sitting here listening to Tim be a point guard, it clicked, right? I think the biggest regret is when, because we joke about like the little voice and shit with me. I think my biggest regret is when I knew that shit was happening, like there was something wrong in my fucking head, that I didn't go and talk to my mom right away. I felt that I was like,
Danny, stop playing with your mic. Or
yeah,
whatever
no
you're doing.
shit, holy fuck.
I'm not playing with my mic.
It's
Whatever
you.
you're playing
yeah,
with,
something
just
you're
call it
touching
over.
is fucking with your. Look, my story's shot. Fuck it. Tim
No, go
wanted to
ahead,
be a
Victor.
point guard, huh? I think does it have like does your earpieces have like a mic on it? Yeah, something's fucked up with your shit. We'll give him a minute. Technical difficulty. God, if it ain't me, it's we're not meant to do this, guys. We're not.
No,
2 episodes, we're done.
Still early.
2
It's still
episodes, hey,
early.
retired.
But
My
get back
audio
in,
was coming from these.
Oh, okay.
but get back into your.
I just want to
Back
make sure
into-
his shit was good.
Can you hear me better now?
Yeah, you're good.
Alright.
Okay, so when I think I was like 8th grade, when I knew something was like wrong in my head, I guess like mental wise, like just weird shit going on, thoughts, like shit like that, anger, which most people just play it off as like your hormone, like kid hormones, but
Yeah.
you know, I'm in 6th grade trying to have sex, which I did. We won't talk to the Lord
say
about that one. I
Don't
swear to
say
God.
that.
Swear to God, dude. I'm saying
I'm not.
Oh,
I'm not disbelieving you.
okay. Started using certain drugs in middle school, getting worse through high school. And all because I didn't want to tell my mom, because I think at the time, like, I was thinking, like, the shit she's been through in her life to get us where we're at. You know, and obviously my stepdad, who played, like, the dad role, who I still look at as my dad, the things they sacrificed to get where we were, like, me going up to them, I just felt like kind of embarrassed. Not like a macho thing, just like, nah, that's not how my family does things. We tuck and run. We keep our heads down. We keep moving. So
Right.
I think that's my biggest regret, because just maybe having that conversation with my mom at a younger age would have probably prevented. I mean, maybe not the drinking, because I think every kid's going to do that at some point. Like, you're going to have a little fun party in your younger years, but I'm not going to go do cocaine off a Taco Bell bathroom floor with some random guy at 2 in the fucking morning. So, I mean, or go to the bathroom of a club and snort coke off a girl's butthole. So, I mean, there's that, that would
Pretty
have.
specific story.
I mean, yeah, that's happened. I mean, it's just, I think back, I'm like, man, I'm not saying I would have been like a huge athlete in college. Like, I had some like D2 stuff going. I could have went and played football somewhere. I mean, it would have been a 4-year ride and that's it. I wasn't built for pros or anything, but I mean, that would have been a college degree, and that could have been a whole different life choice than where I'm at now. Which nothing's wrong with now. It's just it took a lot of wear and tear on my body to get there, and then to go and I mean, thankfully for like Marine helping me out and stuff, and like digging in. I mean, you guys like listening. Mainly Marine got me into help, and then his wife threw some good luck my way and got me in the door quick. Thanks, Ashley. Turns out I'm bipolar, so it kind of explains everything that apparently happened through life. So if I would have just fucking said something fucking a lot earlier in my fucking goddamn life, I would have been all right. So
and I know a little bit about you're getting help recently, but before I know you, you'd kind of quit drugs. What was kind of the turning point before you before you came to as you were working before?
I mean, I don't know. I don't know if Marine fully knows. I know 2 of my other friends. They are where I overdosed a couple times in my life. My mom doesn't even know this. So, Mom, if you ever fucking peep this, I am sorry for not telling you that one. But I did. I've overdosed 3 times in my life. So I think the last time was like a scary feeling of, thank God for somebody being around who gave a fuck, because everybody else cleared the fuck out the room. I was in a house. I had no idea who any of these people were, but thank God there was a girl who had a somewhat of a fucking heart and just didn't leave me there and fucking scatter too. So I'd probably be dead right now. So, and then obviously seeing people around me stay on that path kind of helped me avoid that path. Seeing people crash out with it, I've lost friends, family, so it kind of helps me stay away. And then obviously seeking help has helped me realize that I'm gonna try to do. I gotta argue with the voice in my head sometimes because I don't take the fucking medicine for it. But it's at least nice to know why things happen in my head. So now it's like I can kind of play it out a little better.
It's enough to make you almost believe in some sort of religious deity of some sort, whether it's God, Buddha, Allah, Yahweh, whatever your religion of choice might be. It's enough to make you think, damn, someone was watching over me.
Well, and the crazy thing about I'm not too sure of her name, so I don't want to really say it anyway. Because what baffles is actually, I think about 4 or 5 months later, the girl who actually like helped me, like got fucking help for me, so I didn't die. Same thing happened to her. She actually overdosed and nobody helped her, and she passed away. So it's kind of like
Damn.
I think that kind of like lit a fire in my head too. Like, okay, you see what happened to like your family. You've seen what happened to friends. What are you doing, man? Because the girl who just helped you, like, you're back out here still doing dumb shit, and she just lost her life. Nobody was there to help her. So I kind of look at it as like a guardian angel type thing. So
Absolutely.
and
Awesome.
Yeah,
nobody's heard
I
that
mean,
story
to
yet.
be honest,
So
and,
Thank
not
you for
trying to
sharing
be-
with that.
To be honest, like, not trying to be a dick or anything, but it was like not people like you, but like, seeing that kind of stuff. Like, I've been around for that kind of stuff. In fact, it was old friends. I'm not gonna put any names out there, but it was an old friend's mom. She overdosed, and basically I had to stand there and hold her head still and hold her upright until the ambulance came, so she didn't like fall asleep or anything. And like that moment there was the moment that I was like, yeah, I'm never doing drugs. Like,
It's
I
scary,
mean,
man.
I've dabbled in the same shit, like like fucking weed, shit like that. I think everybody has, but I never liked it the way it made me feel. Didn't like any of that stuff. But so like seeing that also helped me. And I had a friend from when I was in middle school. Found out later, after I had already graduated, I found out whenever it was like a year or two after I graduated, he actually died from an overdose, and the same thing happened to him. He actually saved someone's life from he helped them because they overdosed, and then like months later, he ended up dying of an overdose himself. So that was scary, but yeah, just seeing all that shit, being around some of that shit, made me realize never do drugs in my life ever.
It's a touchy subject, and
It is.
most of us, in this world, in this country, or even especially in the area that we all live in, have experienced it in one way or another, whether it's directly or indirectly. So, be happy for those of you, who know people have been down that path and have recovered, and for those who maybe their journey ended, it's an unfortunate loss, but there's room to grow from even the toughest loss.
And I mean, real quick, just on that, like people who like peep this, hey, feel free to reach out to one of us because all four of us have been through something in some way, know how to deal with situations. So, and take it from me, if my fat, hard headed ass can get it clean, man, anybody can. So,
I mean, that's definitely a good way to put it. Don't ever like. Anybody who's listening, don't ever feel like you don't have anyone to talk to or reach out to.
Yeah, you just somehow.
You motherfucker, you're giving the advice of your life, bro, and you went mute. God said, fuck no on this motherfucker.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I think you lean too far away.
Okay, so, like I was saying, anybody who's watching this, basically, don't be afraid to reach out. There's always somebody. You're going through something. Don't feel like, there's no one you can talk to. There's no one who's going to understand you. There's always going to be somebody who understands you. And I'm not going to lie to you. I think Twitch is like I can't tell you how many times I've been in a Twitch chat and I see messages from people who are saying like, thank you for doing what you do every day. Your community's awesome. If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't have anyone to talk to. Twitch chat is a perfect place to talk to somebody. So, I mean, we're here. Don't ever feel like you can't reach out to someone because you 100% always can.
Absolutely. So, yeah, that is us. That is getting to know. The members of Brothers Chatter.
Hey, listen, I fucking dropped some real shit on you motherfuckers. You guys better hit that fucking sub button for us. God damn, get our fucking views up. Go fucking hit the TikTok for me. Do something. God damn. Fuck, I'm over here pouring my little fucking drug addicted heart out for fucking to you little fuckers, and then no one fucking sharing it. Fuck. All right, I'm good now.
Give it to him, Dickin. Give it to him, Dickin.
Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. Leave a comment.
All right.
Leave a comment if you think Tim was a good point guard or not. Just looking at him right now. Tim, stand up and do a twirl so they can see your whole body.
Really?
Do you have pants on?
I don't. I definitely, yes, I have jeans on. I definitely don't have the body I did before.
Speaking of getting to know us all a little bit better, Tim, if you're gonna do it, let's do it together since you and me are the brothers. And show them that.
Hey, whoa, don't act like we're brothers technically.
Too many people talking.
No, what I'm saying is like we're from the same mother, okay. And just show that like we ain't built the same, we don't look the same, nothing like that.
Yeah, your mother.
Marine, you probably shouldn't do that because your basketball career.
All right, you're right.
Yeah, hey, don't twirl. Twirl slow, or have Ashley help you in a circle, bro. I don't want that knee to give out.
Next time on Brothers Chatter, maybe you'll get to know us a little bit more. You'll get to see some of our famous dance moves.
Hey, listen, we get to 100 likes, bro, on this video right now. I will fucking do a whole podcast shirtless. That's 100 likes. That's not even that much.
That's hot. That's really hot.
That's not Twitch material. That's OnlyFans material, sir.
Actually, Twitch, I'll just show.
He's gonna do. He's gonna do one of those hot tub streams.
And that's Amaranth.
So, moving on on. Let's one of the things we kind of talked about our common interests, and I think we talked about it on episode 2, was video games. In video game news, I'll kind of start us off. One of the things I was really excited about, and I think we talked about it the other day, was Kingdom Hearts had its 20th anniversary last week, which is a really fun game. It came out around a time when I had slowly, or I had kind of gotten out of video games for a while, and I slowly started to get back into it. Don't laugh, McDermott. Did you ever play Kingdom Hearts?
It's a good game, but we already talked about it last time.
I don't think we talked about it last week. I think it was off stream.
No, you talked about
because
it, I'm pretty sure.
It's on my notes.
Oh. Well, maybe your fucking notes are wrong, Tim. God damn.
I don't take wrong notes. So it was off stream that we talked about.
Sorry, Dr.
Yes,
fucking
Chaos.
Chaos.
Yes, sir, Dr.Professor, sir.
Okay, then you guys talk since you want to say something. I'm done with Kingdom Hearts.
No,
so
I was more laughing. No, listen. I wasn't laughing at you, Tim. I was laughing because me and Dickon literally at, what was it, like 3-something in the morning, just had a conversation about games last night. So I was just laughing because of that.
I'll give you the gist
tell me
of
about
that
your video game.
conversation.
All right, I want to
There you
talk
go.
about one. I'm kind of pissed off right now, actually. I just found out news. It was a couple days ago. I love the Zelda games. Love them. Since I was a kid, played the first one, and now, they're getting ready to drop Breath of the Wild 2. I don't know what it's called, what it's going to be called or anything, but Breath of the Wild is my favorite Zelda game. It's the best Zelda game I've ever played, and it got pushed back a year, and I'm pissed. So
I'd rather play Kingdom Hearts.
I'll give you the
played it.
gist of me and McDermott's conversation last night.
Let's hear it, Dickon.
On my side of it, I know McDermott is different. The video game market sucks.
For
Okay,
your age group, it does.
There's nothing. It's all the same game, but they just changed the title.
Okay,
Or-
so you think
or
all
add a
battle
number
royales are the
after it.
same? All first-person shooters are the same.
Yes.
All survival crap. I mean, I can see where you're going.
Marine,
with that.
this is what I find funny though is how you said, I think the last podcast, maybe episode 2, about nobody wants to play a 6v6 anymore. That's what Diggin wants.
That's
I
not
don't
what
think
said.
you do.
SOCOM
here's
was
the thing.
what? You said a 4v4?
You want the
We can go
6v6
to, like,
where
32
we
versus
used to
32.
play with Call of Duty. How we
No,
used
he's
to play.
SOCOM. He's not Call of Duty.
All right,
That's
but
not
it
that.
doesn't have to be Call of Duty. Like what I'm saying is like a 6v6 now and today's technology, it's too much. And the reason why I'm saying that is because people are just too sweaty now. People, the movements are way too fast. If we
I'm not-
all right, called perfect example, Modern Warfare 2 is getting remastered. It's coming out this year. And I'm actually really excited to play it because it's prepared, like Infinity Ward's putting it out, which they did the original one, and then they're going to be doing Warzone 2 next year. So, but I'm worried though going into a 6v6 match that it's going to be too much.
You're not going
the
to,
movements are, huh?
You're not going to though. Nobody's gonna play this 6. They're gonna play the other shit coming with Modern Warfare. They're not gonna play the 6v6.
That's what I'm saying. Nobody really wants. Like, all right, I play Destiny, and I go into a 6v6 match, and I want to rip my head off because, like, I'm used to a 6v6 match where it's a little not really tactical, but it's slower movements. The maps you can't get across as quickly as you can now, and I think that's where in the game. I think the more tactical play is the better PvP style of play.
I want to hear Dick because
I want to get back to Dickon.
Yeah, I'm just
his
confused on where he's at because Fortnite, the building. I mean, most people start getting tired of that shit.
Yeah.
Then we go back to it. He doesn't seem to have as much fun with it, and then you're like, "Oh, Dickon should like that because it's not building." We go to Warzone, and it's like, "Oh, okay, there's no building, nothing like that. It's a military style." I get what he's saying. Where Call of Duty wasn't his thing. Now I understand that, but now it's like I'm just getting confused with this dude. You guys say I switch up.
I'm just saying there's nothing exciting in the video game market. It's the same thing over and over again.
So you're a big GTA guy, right?
Well, come
right?
in here then.
It's
Okay.
all right. I haven't played it in a long time.
But I'm saying, like, if they come out with a new GTA, it's still like you don't think. Where
I'm
would you
not
be
really
at?
excited about anything.
Okay. I was gonna say, where would you be at with the online with that? Because it's still technically like the same type of you do missions, get money, kill other people online.
I don't really play the online too much.
So you think you're out like the door on video games, kind of?
I feel like I'm getting there.
It might even be. I mean, you got to think of it this way. I mean, we're all starting to get a little bit older. I think for some of us as we get older, we may not quit video games, but I know for me,
Yeah,
I don't play
wait.
like I used
Don't.
to.
That's you over
But
there.
you also have to take into consideration, during the pandemic, everyone talked about, at the very beginning of the pandemic, video games were at the top because that's all anybody was doing. And within 6 months, everybody's like, God, I'm tired of playing fucking video games. And I think some of us are still at that point. I know for me, I enjoy, we talked about, as much as I love Destiny, and I still really enjoy it. I've played like an hour, maybe two this week, and I don't really feel like I'm missing all that much. I enjoy the game still, but to go into the game and get more loot that's going to sit in my vault, I'm not going to really use. I'm forcing myself to use the new stuff. It's fine, but
I mean,
so I understand where
I
Dickens comes from.
I see what he says. Like I understand it. I just think and it's unique. Like I think what I said last night, Dan, it's crazy how four of us think on games here. Like, I mean, I think me and Marine still have the same mindset. Like, gaming is just what we do.
No.
So you're gonna walk away from gaming.
No, I have
Okay.
a different mindset when it comes to.
No, I'm saying but you're on the mindset that like Diggin said last night about like he kind of just does it at this point just to kind of wind down. Tim, I would say he's in the same category because he does it evenings. Me and you can hop on the game, not together, but like we can hop on the game anytime during the day and just game because that's what we want to do. Not like wind down. It's like it's a reality break from us, but we also enjoy it.
So, like, Dickin, where you're at with is like you like to like casual, like what we used to do really with Fortnite, Call of Duty, get in there, talk to your friends, play some Call of Duty, play some Fortnite. Fortnite get it done every once in a while, it feels cool, but just kind of just casually, right?
It's not even that. It's like before I used to be like, oh man, I'm not putting this down till I beat it. Now I don't.
Okay,
Now I don't even give a fuck.
Okay, so you don't feel challenged anymore, really?
To me, it's all the same.
It's all the same. Okay, I see what you're saying, and see
I
that's
get it.
why like with Destiny. All right, I mean I know I talk about Destiny a lot, but it's really the only game I play. It's because I've worked so long at making myself better at the game, as now I like to do the challenging stuff. Um, I enjoy that aspect. My mind gets drawn into it, and for me, it's a place to wind down too, because like if I have to deal with something stupid at work or something stupid in life, this is where I go to like take a mental break. I don't think about anything else around me. I get drawn into this world and stop thinking about everything else, and that helps me. So I mean,
Well, and I
what?
think that's a point that, and then McDermott, I'll go to you because I want to hear your side of this. But I think that's the big thing is because I think you and McDermott use it a lot for your mental health, which is awesome for you guys. And I think I may be following in line, Dick, and I'm going to assume here for you that we just do it for just more for fun. Not that you guys don't have fun doing it, but we're kind of doing that. It doesn't, playing a video game does not help my mental health. In fact, sometimes Destiny, I love the game, but it triggers me sometimes. And to kind of go back to what
Facts.
Dickon was saying is games nowadays, you don't finish them. There's a few games out there, you don't finish games. They're live service games or they're online games. There is no finishing a game. It's not like Super Mario Brothers back in the day that you played it and you played it till you beat it. There isn't that many games like that anymore.
Well, and Dickon made a good point. I don't know if he actually remembers because he sounded like he was about to fall asleep on me last night. But he did say at this point in time, like we did agree, like games are coming to which I mean he primarily said it like your battle royales, or your role playing games. Like you're gonna have battle royales like your Warzones, Fortnite's, Apexes. You're kind of like more hardcore shooter with like Tarkov or I guess maybe now we'll see how Rainbow Six Siege does and what Modern Warfare implements on the Tarkov level, and then your fucking role playing games. The I mean, Dickens said even about the superhero stuff, but that's just even declining. Like nobody's really buying that. Sports games at this point are starting to slide down, other than maybe Madden and stuff, kind of to stay on that
FIFA's
competitive.
so huge.
And FIFA because they have the competitive style thing. You don't really see too many MOB tournaments, which is why people don't buy. Like it's leaning towards you're going to have a couple genres to pick from, and at a sense, it's all going to be the same. I mean, every battle royale at the end of the day is the same fucking style. I mean, Fortnite and Warzone are the same fucking thing. Just Warzone, you can edit your guns to an extent. I mean, nothing like how Diggin was explaining on SOCOM. Like you earned that gear, and then you could do a whole bunch of attachments. I mean, same as Tarkov, but Fortnite, you pick up a fucking gun off the ground, or Apex, and I mean that's it. Apex, I guess, would be a little more strategic on that. And Fortnite, if you can fucking build like you're cracked out, then you're a god at it. But
Yeah, I definitely think gaming reached its peak. What was it, like 2 years ago when the pandemic started?
yeah,
Just think about it. What were the popular games? Like you go on Twitch and you watch your favorite streamer or whatever. What were the games that they were playing?
Warzone, Fortnite.
Other than that, like your party games that they were, the new games that were coming out, Fall Guys.
Yeah, but that's only meant to last for maybe a few months. Like that's
what I'm saying. Like there was a lot of games coming up during that time that were like that. What was the other? It's still popular today. Among Us.
Yeah.
But those games came out, and I mean, party games are being big because of what we do here. Like as we are right here, like it's easy for us to get into there and casually play a party type game.
That and let's be honest. Let's sit back. I mean, you might disagree, Marie, but I'm thinking this. When you said about Among Us, right? When you because I think I was living with you at that time. When you were like hyping up Among Us, like, hey man, look at this, like. We only knew about it and got hyped about it because look who was playing it. Like, I'm going to use this for an example.
I wanted to play it really bad.
I'm going to use this for an example, all right? Just because, like, I know when you go on Twitch and you look at games that are leading right now, like, I mean, obviously League of Legends is always going to be its whole fucking thing. I'm not even going to fucking mention that because that's like a whole just community bit. Like, but you have Apex, Warzone, Fortnite, like Destiny. Like, I mean, okay, Destiny's sitting around average, like, depending on the day.
I
you can shake your head.
In the top.
Well, the top for games right now, Warzone, when I looked earlier, was at 85,000. I'm not right now, obviously, but look at
I'm looking at it right now. So you got GTA 5. That's number 1 right now.
Yeah, but this was my point before you say this. You're about to miss my point. My point is they're not. Let's say Nick Merckx, who is now on Apex, right? Nick Merckx averages anywhere from, we'll say, 30 to 50,000 without a tournament play. When he's doing the tournament shit, he's 80,000 to 100,000 fucking people watching him. Yeah. Now let him come to Destiny, okay? We'll take his average, we'll say 30,000 viewers on a daily that watch him play.
They're gone.
No. Let him say, all right, I'm coming to Destiny. I'm going to say 20,000 of them come with him. 10,000 are going to stay behind because he picked up that 10,000 with Apex. 20,000 of them are probably the loyal people who just like him. So now he's bringing 20,000 people who weren't to Destiny, right? Now Destiny's climbing the charts. People are like, oh shit, Destiny has 40, 50,000 people right now on a fucking Wednesday night. What the fuck? All right, so now when Nick Merckx does it, now his crew's going to come. Who's to say 10 to Tatman's not going to be like, hey, my buddy's Nick's playing Destiny. Let me go give that a try. And he might have 20,000, 30,000 people watching him. Maybe 15 come with him. So now you just got almost 60,000 fucking people from 2 people bringing that to Destiny. That's, I think, what is dictating the fucking gaming world. It's not, hey, our game's good or our game's not. It's these fucking people, which, I mean, I'm talking shit on something that I'm trying to fucking be good, famous in. But
right.
It's almost like, what people just watch what they watch. You like I'm a Nick Merckx fan. Hey Nick, if you ever see this, by the way, hit me up. But you watch it for him, and then the game he watches. So like when you're watching that shit flutter around, it's like I bounce between games because it's like, all right, hey man, they're hyping up Fortnite. I'm gonna go try that, and I catch myself doing it now. Now it's like I finally, which Diggin kind of helped me with. I finally stopped and realized like okay, I'm not enjoying Fortnite as much as what I thought, and I'm actually enjoying Warzone, even though, I mean, Warzone has its fucking flaws, but uh, I just think that's the issue that people were like looking at the numbers on games, and I think Ninja said it the other day on like literally a live broadcast. It seems like everybody and their fucking mother is a streamer now. I mean, I think Nate Merck said it. I think
Yeah.
my grandma's streaming. So, so I mean, you kind of have that issue going on where everybody's like, "Oh, they're all playing Apex. Let's fucking go," and that's why games are getting saturated and boring.
And see, and why do you think that everybody and their grandmas are gamer now? Because you can literally sit at your house, you get a camera, like you can basic setup starting out, a camera like this, which costs like maybe $60. A microphone this here cost me like $100, but you can get a different one for like $30, and know how to work a computer, like set it up, Streamlabs and stuff, and you're literally streaming from your home. And if you can put out good content and you know how to, um, you know, get people to watch you, they just people will watch you if your content. If you can make them laugh or you can make them stick around for whatever reason and make money for it, and then quit your job. And but if you can live your life comfortably in the comfort of your own home, playing a video game, why wouldn't you? You know?
And honestly, that's another thing we can fucking chalk COVID up to fucking ruining is gaming. I think
Yeah.
Tim made a good point anyway that like fuck man, COVID there was nothing to fucking our area already sucks ass on fucking doing shit anyway. So look what we did. I mean, fuck, I wasn't going to work at that time because like you know the fucking previous mental issues. I was on fucking Destiny for fucking 12 hours a fucking day every fucking day, 7 days a fucking week.
Yeah,
like no
you
wonder I
better
fucking
out.
got tired of that game. No wonder. I mean, everybody's getting tired of shit. I don't know. I think at this point in time, like, gaming's gonna be. I think we're all at that age now where like, you can see Diggins making his foot out the door with it. You can see Tim slowly, especially with again Nights Out. You're not gonna see that fucker on here till later. And Destiny has fucking new content. Like he wasn't even grinding as hard as what I thought he was going to when Destiny first came out with all that shit.
And I enjoyed it. But
I'm to the point now where if I can play a fucking game, with somebody who like can kind of match my schedule and how much I want to put in with like a tournament stuff, I'm in it. I'm to the point now where it's like, hey, streaming wise, you know, I need a little help, and doing that means winning some tournaments and putting some money behind your name. Let's fucking do it. And it seems like Warzone's the best option. I mean, Apex is a really good game, but their style is different. I don't like playing a game where you can win and damn, you got me doing it while I'm talking. Where you can win with like 3 kills. I hate that. And then I hate Destiny's fucking online shit, man. I hated. I don't know why. Destiny could be so much better if they up their fucking online. I think that's the issue with Destiny.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
You know Trials is fun as shit.
No,
Oh, yeah.
it's. I
So
think
much
that's
fun.
the dumbest.
that's why
Like,
we never went flawless.
well, to rely
speaking of
on
Tim.
that, come on, man.
Meet me in Trials tomorrow night.
Huh?
It's our favorite map.
Which one?
Burnout.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's
Tim's
my
gonna
favorite.
be cutting the grass, bro.
You won't.
No, I might take Reagan to see that play I went to. I think she would like it.
What is it?
Beauty and the Beast. It was good.
Oh,
It was really good for high school. I did not, those kids sung really good.
My
really
fiance,
enjoyed it.
because if I call her girlfriend, she might get mad still. It's that time for her. But my fiance, she went to that play tonight,
Did she?
which was, I thought
liked
it was,
it. It was
I
good.
thought it was weird. I didn't know people did that. I thought people who only like family went to shit. I didn't know like outside public did that. But
Well, Jeremiah and his friends had friends that were.
I thought he was in it.
No, he
Oh.
he thought about it.
Well, no, I
I
feel like an
encouraged him
idiot.
maybe next year to do it. But I just wanted to get. My grandma used to take music. I don't think Danny ever really liked that kind of stuff, but I always enjoyed it. I think it takes a lot of courage to get up there on stage. And me and my sister liked it, so I used to go to kind of stuff like that. all
The
the
only
time.
play I ever liked was the one we went to for the one job, Marine, where it was like the 9/11 like conspiracy shit, Remember that at the theater?
Yeah.
And like at the end, it was like, "Cause you had a bad day, you take it one." I just got hyped as fuck for that. Like I was like about to come in my
Are
pants.
you
in the
talking
seat.
about the play we took all the kids to?
Yeah, it was like the jukebox
Me,
never
you-
worked, and then it finally like they hit it at the end, and it was like finally working. It's like, "Cause
Hello?
you had a bad day."
Who
Yeah,
went with
are
us?
you-
It was like me, you.
Are you still joining us?
I think it was.
Yeah, we're on now. All right, we'll see you in a couple minutes. All right, bye.
What?
No, we have sorry, you guys can finish your comment. We have a special guest that's going to be joining us here in a couple of minutes.
What do you think? I thought we were getting heads ups on that.
Wait. What?
No, we have a special guest that's going to join us. So because it kind of messes up, with 4 of us on here, I'm going to jump off real quick so you guys can kind of
No,
talk with our
don't.
special
What
guest.
are you doing?
So finish up your conversation and special guest will be on here. All right?
I'm fucking done.
All right.
I already know what this
I know
is.
what he's doing. I'm
Oh
not fucking
my
playing with this,
God.
bro.
What the?
Hey, if you guys haven't already, please like and subscribe now and just fucking leave. God damn it, man.
Yeah, before he got on,
I knew, like, I thought maybe he was fucking with it. I was like, yo, did we really, like, who the fuck did he not run this by? Like, what the fuck are we
I
over
kind of
here?
wanted to go over my story before he did this.
Well, I guess fuck our stories. He said go, like, do it. Like, we're going to fucking continue the story now. Jesus Christ.
Hello?
Is that Tom Green?
It looks like the South End Bill, not the Science guy.
Can you guys hear me all right?
Yeah. What's up?
Oh, okay. Hey, how you doing? Dr.Professor here. How are you guys doing?
Wonderful. How are you, Dr.Professor?
I'm doing pretty good. I told Tim I'd jump in here real quick because he said that you guys were talking on your one episode there the one week. You wanted to know about the history of paper clips. So I thought I'd jump on here. I thought I'd jump on here real quick to kind of help you guys out and teach you a little bit about some fun facts about the paperclip. Little known, people have been using paper for thousands and thousands of years. And what do you guys think that they used to bind the paper together? All back then, right? What do you think they used?
Bit.
What? No, not comb. String. Right? But string, left holes and stuff in there. And then we get to the 19th, not necessarily the 19th century, but 17th, 18th century, they were using iron pins, which left even more holes. And then when it got wet, it would leave rust holes in the paper. And so that's when they came up with the idea of using paper clips. And there was many different styles. But the most famous style that we all know today is the infamous gem paper clip.
The
This
what?
is the gem style paper clip.
Are you saying Jim or
style.
Jim?
Gem, Gem. All right. This is what we all know. We've been using this for 150, almost 200 years. We've been using this style of paper clip. And it's a perfect style because it doesn't leave holes. You use it on your paper and it leaves it intact. It's the best style, and they haven't been able to improve upon the design whatsoever. Fun fact about it: there is not a patent owned by any one person on this style of paperclip. However, the machine that makes this paperclip does have a patent on it. Tell me that doesn't make a whole hell of a lot of sense.
I would fucking Dr. Professor if I wasn't baffled by. Hold on, are those goggles?
Well, it's safety glasses. When you're working with stuff, you want to make sure you maintain a safe environment. Yes, they're goggles. They're safety glasses.
Is that a fucking lab coat or is that just a fucking button up over a
It's
button?
a lab coat. It's a lab coat. Scientists wear lab coats.
I'm gonna listen, Dr. Professor. When I'm a fucking hop in this. All right, I'm gonna play along with this shit. All right, I'm gonna leave a task for you. One, I need you to come with more of the outfit. All right, I need more from a Dr. Professor. Okay, if you're a doctor and a fucking professor, you've done like 12 years of fucking school or some shit. I don't know, a lot of fucking time. Okay, I'm gonna need like I want a professor get up. Okay. Number two,
Well, I
I
would've had
fucking.
more.
I
I
want
had
a
more
lab
for my-
experiment. I want a fucking lab experiment next time.
Well,
I
didn't say I was done. This was question and answer time. I'm going to finish up with the lab experiment. So don't be a
Okay.
dick and don't
Okay.
assume
He
stuff.
is. He is. And it's
Hey,
actually-
listen here, fucking doctor. Don't
I just
you...
want to say something. I've seen it, and it's actually pretty cool.
Okay, well then my fault, but don't be an asshole because you have a fucking doctor degree over there. All right, don't you fucking look down on us.
So-
I can't look at Tim. I can't do it.
It's Dr. fucking Professor.
Who's Tim? This is Dr.Professor. So
I can't do it.
before I head out, because I'm a busy man, I got to get on a plane to Nova Scotia real quick. They found some paper clips in a
Wait, hold on,
mine
that's a real
What's going on?
place?
Wait,
back
time out,
2,000
time out.
years ago.
That's a
What's
real
going
place?
on in Nova Scotia?
They found paper clips that are 2,000 years old. And they think that that's what they were used for. We're trying to date back to when the paperclip was, in fact, actually invented, because no one really seems to know.
Wait, Nova
Okay.
Scotia's a real
All
place?
right. I like it.
Yes,
I
Nova
like that
Scotia is a
answer.
real place.
Oh,
I like
So-
that answer.
Anyway, so before I head out, do you have any questions in regards to the paperclip?
So what you're saying is that the paper clips that we know today, they're not like
Say that again. You broke up in the last sentence. They're not what?
the paper clips that we know today that we use every single day. They're not real metal.
No, they are real metal.
Okay, but
What
what
I said
else?
is there's not a patent on them.
Oh, okay.
So I can go
And
make a
what
paper
type
clip.
of metal did you say they were again? Just so that our viewers can like take.
Well,
all this
there
in.
are some. Most are made out of iron. All right, but they're coated. A lot of what you have nowadays are made out of stainless steel. All right,
Okay.
but there's also a special one, and if we're gonna go ahead and get into our science experiment. All right, so I have a special paper clip right here. It's made out of xylitol. All right, have you
Xylitol.
ever? Yeah, xylitol. So McDermott, have you ever take and bend a paper clip out of its normal shape?
Yeah, I clean my ears with it.
Right. Sir, that is not safe. Do we need to have a safe? There's a reason I'm wearing safety goggles. I need to get earplugs too. Do not put paper clips in your ears, kids. Kids, if you're watching this, do not put paper.
Well, they fucking better not because it's fucking 18 plus on our fucking video. So that's a fuck up right there, parents.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna. I don't think
Fucking
that's gonna.
Dr. Professor,
Anyway,
you're probably gonna scare kids
so
with this shit.
have you ever taken a paper clip and bent it out of its natural shape, right?
Mhm.
And then tried to put it back together?
No.
No.
You've never tried that? Well, it doesn't work, right? No matter how hard you try, you can't get it back to its normal shape.
Can you?
However-
Time out. Can you provide us a demonstration of that?
Hold on, that's what I'm doing.
Don't ruin his
don't
thing.
interrupt.
He's gonna get mad and fucking do doctor
No, I
powers
want
on
you
us.
to try to do it yourself. To show people
What,
that
to
you
try
can't
to put
do
it back?
Yeah, to show
I mean-
people that you can't do it.
You can't. You can try and you can get it pretty close, but it's not going to be perfect.
Gotcha. Okay.
Looks like a
Right.
fish.
But
I've tried that, but it's never worked. So I understand.
all right. So, as I was saying, this paper clip is made out of a material called xylitol, and what happens is this material has a memory to it, and when you expose it to high temperatures, it reverts back to its original form. All right. So, what McDermott and Dickin and Danny, would you guys agree that this paper clip is pretty fucked up right now?
Yeah.
So, let me switch my camera back the other way.
Please put it back on the paper clip. I can't do it.
Whoa, it's like I'm watching the reinforced Bill Nye the Science Guy.
All right. So, we have a stove here. All right. We're going to heat
Ooh,
this up real
is that
quick.
hot? Hot.
Yes, it's going to get very hot very quick.
Don't put your hands over the stove, kids. Dr. Professor has a doctorate degree. He knows how not to burn himself with it. And his lab coat protects
All
him.
right. All right. So, now we're going to take said paper clip and we're going to put it on this heat source and watch what happens. And just
Fuck
like that,
no.
the paper clip is back in its
Hey,
natural
fuck
shape.
no. Hey, fuck no. Hey, what kind of fucking witchcraft shit is that? Fuck no. No, it's not back in the shape. Show that again. You're fucking lying, you doctor lying motherfucker. Pull that back out. That was not in a perfect shape.
What do you
Pull that
mean?
back out. That motherfucker was still bending. Oh, pull that closer so I can see that shit.
Hold on.
Hey, you know what, bro? Fucking science, kids. Fucking science.
Right?
Fucking science. All right, so I have to go. Like I said, I got my plane leaves in half an hour, and I got to
Hey,
hurry up
Dr.
and get
Professor,
through
I just want to
security.
say something. I appreciate you coming on here and showing everybody this stuff.
You're
I just
welcome.
want to let
Whatever
you
I can
know,
do to help you.
I appreciate
Whatever
it.
I can do to help the kids. All right.
I mean,
Love science. Peace out. I'll see y'all next time.
I
Yo, why does
What?
Dr. Professor look like Tom Green while he was jacking off that horse?
Hey,
You're mind blown right now, aren't you?
I ain't gonna lie. Dr. Professor might make the TikTok on that one. Science with Dr. Professor on Brother Shatter. Like, we just brought a real life fucking. I can't even play that shit off no more. But that might make it right there. Go check the TikTok for that one right there, because that's fucking mind blown.
That was literally Bill Nye the Science Guy
From South End.
with some bullshit. Yeah.
I couldn't do it. I couldn't keep a straight face.
It's weird
No,
how
they-
he comes back
No,
when
they
Dr.
enjoyed
Professor's
having you on
gone.
too. They enjoyed having you on too. Yeah, anytime. Just let us know. All right, I'll talk to you later. All right, bye. All right, so how was that?
Impressive. Not gonna lie. Impressive.
Cool.
Hey, you made the TikTok. Well, your Dr. Professor friend made the TikTok. That's gonna be on there. That's a science experiment with Brother Shatter and fucking Dr. Professor right there. Although I think those two words are kind of like ironic together. But
They are, but that's the
Okay.
purpose of it.
I mean, Dickin can't look at Dr. Professor because he
I'm
was
actually-
making me almost throw up from
I'm
laughing.
actually going to get the name embroidered.
But I didn't know he was going to get like that get up going.
I had a
Dickin, I
feeling.
never
I
sent
had
you
a
the
feeling.
picture.
Yeah, you didn't give him a heads up.
Yeah, Tim sent me a picture earlier in the week, and I sent it to McDermott. I forgot to send it to you.
I must be a bitch.
Yeah,
Well, I
that's
mean,
fucked up.
I
You
knew it was
could've-
coming eventually. I just didn't know how.
You could have
was pretty
prepared
good.
me for that.
No, I wanted the natural reaction.
I could look at you.
All
Also
right,
kept-
so
All I kept thinking
Right.
was, "Daddy, I'm a farmer. Look, Daddy, I'm a farmer."
so step brother, I'm stuck. No. Right after you left, me and McDermott figured it out. We knew what was coming.
Yeah, I was like, at first, I was like, this motherfucker's bringing somebody on without fucking consenting with us. That's fucked up. I thought we were a team. And then I was like, oh, son of a... No, don't do this. God damn it, I'm not ready yet. You know what, Tim? Listen. I couldn't look at you straight because I was laughing, but it was impressive. It was impressive.
Wasn't
But you tell Dr. Professor to get fucking smart with me one more fucking time, I act like a fucking douchebag. I will fucking piss on his lab coat.
Listen, you know how scientists get. They're cocky. They think they know more than everyone else. And
Bill Nye was
in
never
some
cocky.
regard, they do. Bill Nye wasn't a real scientist. And I love Bill Nye.
Yes, he
but he's
is.
not a real scientist.
No, he's not. He's an actor.
No, the fuck he's not.
He knows stuff. He is very smart. He knows stuff, but he's not a real scientist.
No, he's not. Yes, he
Brown's
is.
still better.
Wait,
not a real
so you're
scientist.
saying Bill Nye is a fucking fake?
Well, he's not a fake, but I mean, he knows science, but he's not an actual scientist.
He's an actor that is very good at pretending to be a scientist.
No, stop fucking lying.
We just ruined his childhood.
He didn't watch Bill Nye.
The fuck? Yes, I did. We watched it in school because I remember Bill.
Do you remember
Bill
the
Nye,
original,
the science guy.
Do you remember the
Bill
original
Nye.
scientist that we used to watch?
The science
Mr. Wizard.
guy.
Mr. Wizard.
Oh, that sounds like a guy who picks you up in a fucking van and plays with your wieners while he fucking dabbles a fucking wand at you.
No, who was that other
What
guy? Tim, who was that other guy that was around the same time as Bill Nye? It was like, but more like gimmicky, more funny. Beekman's World. Remember he had the rat? Remember he had the rat?
What the fuck were you guys playing with?
Watch Beekman's World.
I don't want to get in the back of that van.
No, I like Dr. Professor. I'm actually going to get it embroidered on my lab coat that I bought.
McDermott.
Why would you
Doc-
embroider
Dr.
on
Professor was your sex trafficker.
Nah. I almost said something else, but I had to catch myself on it's from I believe the first movie The Hangover, paging Dr. Almost let that slip there, guys. But I held it together.
I watched those movies again the other day.
Yeah, they're good. They're good.
They are good movies.
Ooh, I'm
They are good.
scratching the underside of my belly right now, and it's like I know why dogs like it so much now. Oh my god!
You should have went with Dr. Dillback.
There you go.
Fuck you, Dale. Fuck you.
God.
Go back.
What the fuck is he doing?
I told you I was going ham on that belly down there.
Yeah, please stop.
It was itchy.
He's
Looks like
kicking
you're
his
trying to
leg
find a
out,
wiener.
too.
Well, that's not what it looks like. It's, I find it like this.
Probably looks like a
Find it
turtle
like
at
this.
show.
I pull that motherfucker out.
Looks like a mad turtle. Looks like a snapping turtle. It's like angry.
Anyway, moving on.
Moving on.
You can call it a snapping
So
turtle.
moving on. I
Yeah.
have a
So
story.
in the world of
Story time.
oh, go ahead.
It's
story
story
time.
time. All right. Get your popcorn ready.
Story time.
So, I was actually watching, going back over some of our footage from our first YouTube, our first stream, and the video that's on YouTube that you people really need to subscribe to if you're going to watch our videos.
Hit that like drop.
My man.
Now,
So, this is something that I didn't even realize until I just watched it earlier today that we actually talked about during our first episode. Something else that's also gone through my head a couple of times since the first time I've seen this episode. So our first episode, we talked about a South Park episode. The one where the old people lost, they got their licenses taken away because they kept killing people, and then like had a revolution because they wanted their license back and all that stuff. So after watching that, like that went through my head. Like the very next day, every time I went outside, I was watching for old people. And I've actually had 2 nightmares about this. No bullshit, because old people drivers are scary. And it took me to watching South Park to realize this, right? Are you eating a fruit roll up?
This is why him shove that whole fucking thing in his mouth.
So, here's where my story comes into play. I never thought that I would live that episode, but I did. So we were leaving Walmart yesterday. Me and Ashley just got finished paying. We're walking out the door, and we're going down the aisles in the parking lot to our car. So, there's a car pulling out, so obviously we stopped because they're already halfway pulled out, and we stopped. And we're standing behind this big-ass white truck. I mean, big-ass white truck. And I heard that it was on, but obviously, they're going to see you. Because who wouldn't? Like, you're going to look in your mirror before you back up. You're supposed to look both ways, whatever. So, no. He didn't look where he was going. He started backing up. And then we started yelling. Stop! Stop! What are you doing?
Jesus!
No. He hits Ashley.
No, what?
He hits Ashley.
No, he doesn't.
Hey, listen. Try to toot my own horn, but
You almost became an old man. Congratulations.
So listen, the husband in me that
So Will
got to
Smith.
keep my wife. Got to keep my wife.
Your inner Will
protected.
Smith came out.
My Will Smith came out, and I was like, "Oh hell no!" And I pushed her out of the way real quick because she just had surgery 3 days ago, and
Don't hit my wife with your motherfucking car.
not car, big ass truck. So I pushed her out of the way. Luckily, there was another like older gentleman, not like too old, but older gentleman. He was walking by and he was trying to help us. Like he's hitting my buggy. At this point, I already shoved her out of the way. Hits me with his truck, hits my cart, and my whole entire cart starts going. We got a cart full of groceries, and we're yelling and screaming, yelling at the top of our lungs. And then he stops. So we're like, oh, okay, he saw us. Well, he must have saw a car all the way down to the end of the aisle that was coming up or whatever. Because right after that, he kept going. He kept coming and just completely knocked my whole cart over. And I'm like, what are you doing? Like, me and this other guy are yelling and screaming. It took Ashley running over to the window and pounding on the window to get him to stop. As all this is going on, I don't know if it's just how my brain works, but I remember that episode of South Park. It went through my head that, oh my God, this is how I'm going to die today. Not like this. I don't want to die like this. I don't want to leave my family like this. This is not the way I want to die. And as soon as that fucking door opens, I said, you have got to be fucking kidding. Because he finally stopped after my entire cart was on the ground. You know, Ashley's in pain because she just got hit too, and I'm in here like screaming at the top of my lungs, and like I'm like, what the fuck? And first words out of his mouth were, I'm not trying to make this as an excuse, but I'm a 94-year-old man. He's like, and I was in a really, really bad accident, so my leg doesn't work all that well. And I'm like,
Why the fuck
motherfucker, that's the exact reason why you shouldn't be fucking driving. So, like, he, like, offers the paper. I'm like, I want to hit this motherfucker so bad. I don't care if he's 94 years old or not. But luckily, the older guy that was with us was like, oh, he's just an old man. Like, you know, he probably don't even know what's going on and shit like that. And I'm like,
But he has a license and is behind the wheel of a car.
right, that's what I'm saying. And so that South Park episode is 100% right. Like, they have it right. I'm sorry, but like I know there's not a certain age that you shouldn't be able to drive, but morally, if you're 94 years old and you were in a bad car wreck where your leg is fucked up, you probably shouldn't be driving. And then like it took everything Ashley had not to scream at this man. But her working at a nursing home for 14 years probably helped out with that too. She's very cautious towards old people, but yeah, so that's how I almost died yesterday, and I thought I'd share that with everyone. That make sure you watch South Park, because you never know when that stuff is gonna come true, and it's just weird how.
No, I was just gonna say I've said for years that I've thought that when you go to renew your license that they need to be stricter on what's required to get your license. I remember my first time having to get my license renewed, there was an older lady in front of me, and she was having some severe problems with just the vision test. And I'm sitting there thinking to myself, like, it was a while, and they finally, I don't remember exactly what they did, but she was finally able to, read the letters on the thing. And I'm like, I'm going to wait before I leave. I want to make sure this woman is out of the parking lot before I leave.
Wait, so she passed and was able to get like renew? What the fuck?
Yeah.
But
My thing
support
is,
don't
and
fly.
I understand. So I understand why they don't want to put those types of restrictions, because you have all these people who can't get anywhere, because you take a small area like us, we don't have the greatest or the most expansive public transportation system in this area. Well, get one.
I agree, because
Get one.
Like,
Take our tax money.
this isn't something that
put
I've
it in-
thought about before. Like, this wasn't like a
Wow.
huge like world problem that affected me until yesterday. And watching that episode of South Park, like legit, I did have like 2 nightmares about that. Like, they were very brief, but it was enough that it like went through my head, because after I saw that episode for the first time, it literally, it was the next day I was, watching for old people, and I guess I stopped, and I shouldn't have stopped watching for old people, but,
Never. Defensive driving. Or defensive walking in your case.
right, like, I thought I was defensive walking, because we stopped when there was a car pulling out. Who would have known that a truck with a 94-year-old man would have tried to back over us?
Your situational awareness is weak.
I mean, I don't think so. We stopped. We saw that. We could have kept walking. But no, we stopped because there was a car pulling out. And I was aware of that truck being on. I just didn't think he'd start backing up.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that was my story time. I wanted to share that with everybody because that's how I almost died yesterday.
Every time.
And that's story time for this week. So, McDermott, you brought up an interesting topic when you mentioned Will Smith.
Hold on. That third fruit roll up did not go down well. Okay.
Wait a minute. Who eats 3 entire fruit
I haven't
roll-ups?
ate today, Tim. I ate a.
That's not what you supplement with.
I had a steak and cheese bagel and a frappe at 8 a.m.
I will come cook you something to eat.
You know what's better than fruit
I don't
roll-ups?
eat during the day, bro.
All right, I will come over and cook you
It's
something.
my night schedule, pussy. What's that?
Fruities.
Oh, I thought he was showing me fucking lifesavers or something. No, they're cool.
Fruities.
They're cool. It's little, but my chest is
We're not
burning.
we're not sponsored by Fruit Roll-Ups or Fruities.
No,
We
did
will
you guys,
after today.
did you guys not? I wasn't trying to ruin Marine's story, but I had some of the plastic stuck in the first one, so I was like pulling it out, but I didn't want to let go of some of the.
Crazy. I didn't do that during your story.
I was hungry, and you've been
I was
eating the whole
fully
time in front of us.
I was fully invested in your story.
I was invested in yours too, but you've been eating the whole time in front of us. I was fucking hungry.
You
You
guys
don't even want to know what I was doing during your story.
Damn.
Beating your
were you
dick
on?
to the old guy?
No, I had to piss.
Oh, thanks, man.
You
there was.
I must be a bitch. Well, that's the last of my story times.
Bro, I listened to your whole story. I was fucking involved. I was eating.
I didn't want to walk away.
And see, that's what I'm saying. Now he's trying to gaslight us. Like, bro, we
You
heard
had-
your
I'm
story.
good.
It was a good story. Although it's kind of fucked up, you almost wanted to hit a 94-year-old man. But I understand. He almost killed your wife. So did he back over the cart? Like, was it under the fucking cart, like the truck, or did he knock it down?
No, he just knocked it over.
He just knocked her over.
But you said he hit Ashley. Define hit. Like, bumped her or, like,
Bumped
knocked her
but
down almost?
Like I said, no, like bumped her, but like
I
I
would
said,
sue.
she just had surgery.
Bro, Sue. You
I'm
know
not
he
sure
got. You know he
94-year-old
got
man. What is
You
SSI.
should have beat that ass.
What do I look like to a 94-year-old?
A man who almost lost his life to a 94-year-old man because he was trying to find the country kitchen buffet.
That's exactly what Crabtree said when I told him.
Damn, that's fucked up. You told him, but you didn't tell us.
No, I didn't tell you guys because I wanted to save it for story time, which was my last one.
Oh my fucking god!
Story time.
He's bluffing.
No shit.
Story time.
Wait till he goes by to
Yes.
Walmart now because he's dreaming. I want to get to the fucking you're dreaming about that shit. You're
It
dreaming
was
about old
dream
people hitting
dreams. That's
you?
all it was.
No, you said you've had dreams about that before.
Nightmares about that
Yeah.
episode of South Park. 2 brief nightmares. That's all it was.
It was foreshadowing. Big word there for you, McDermott.
I know.
Oh, foreshadowing.
I went completely to foreskin when you said foreshadow. Fucking 94-year-old man, that's crazy. And
But in the world of entertainment, McDermott, you brought up Will Smith, which is, you think this topic would have been played out a little bit by now, but it's still out there. People are still talking about it left and right, and I feel like we can't do our podcast justice without doing that. Dick, what the hell are you combing?
My beard.
What
No, I
beard?
see that. What beard?
I didn't shave today. I'm off.
So anyway, the Will Smith / Chris Rock / Jada Pinkett Smith drama. What are your guys' thoughts on that?
Celebrity death match.
It's some
I like
bullshit. I mean, my man Chris Rock was just making a simple joke, just like any other comedian would. Will Smith literally built his career on making fun of Carlton.
True. So, before we jump into it even further, do you think that Chris Rock knew about Jada Pinkett Smith's condition?
Yes, everybody did.
I didn't, but so you say Chris
No,
Rock. You
all
think so?
celebrities did because she put it out on social media.
I didn't.
Okay.
'Cause I don't follow her on social
I
media.
mean, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't know about it at first either, but after reading about it, most people who follow her do know about it.
All right. So you're saying he did know about it, and so because he knew about it, you still think that there's nothing wrong with what he said. You said it was just a
No, I
comedian
mean,
telling a
Will
joke.
Smith knew how short Carlton was, and he still made fun of him for it.
Mhm.
Just saying.
I mean, I don't think Will Smith was the problem anyway. I think it was the fact is that motherfucker was laughing, and then Jada looked over at him and gave him the "oh really" stare, and then Will Smith went up there because he didn't want Jada to go fuck one of his kids' friends or something
Hit
again.
his
So
face. Yeah, I've
He-
heard. I haven't seen them, but I heard there was some other angles that shows like.
He didn't want to hear another Tupac story.
Yeah,
I don't know. I
yeah, I've
mean,
heard
like
there was some other angles.
it's different, man. Like people can say like I'm gonna be a piece of shit for this, but if Alexis had alopecia and somebody's making fun of her, that is like, at that point in time, like, that is what it is. Now, like it's different if it's like cancer,
Yes.
a brain surgery, like something like that. I mean, that's an extent to like, all right, hey man, that's not. But alopecia, I mean, I'm not saying that's not like a issue people go through, but you're still perfectly fucking healthy. You just don't have hair. And you know what? You're saving money at the end of the fucking day with no hair.
Well, and you also got to think of it this way:
Haircuts
Chris
have rise
Rock,
up.
even when he said the conversation, Jada, I love you. G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it. Like, he even
Yeah,
said, I love
yeah.
you. Like, it wasn't like, hey, you dumb piece of shit, bitch. Fuck you. Glad you lost all your hair. Can't wait to see G.I. Jane 2. It wasn't like,
Yeah, now it
totally
is,
like-
you dumb piece of shit, bitch.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't give a fuck really about it until she came out and was like, I didn't need Will to do that. Oh, you didn't, huh? Like you didn't need to put that other dude's dick in your pussy, but you still did that. So I mean, yeah, I hate Jada Smith, bro. She's a worthless like. That's like each gender has people who makes their gender look awful. She is what makes like that female side like. If I was a female, I'd be fucking disgusted with her, which I'm pretty sure at this point most females are anyway. Unless you are Jada Smith, then.
And it's crazy with
Fuck
her
you.
because I don't want to say that I've always thought she was a good actress, but I never really had much of an opinion on her. I mean, when you look at her, she's pretty in her own way, but I've seen her in other movies. I mean, she was in the Matrix series, and she was okay in that.
I just thought she was her name because of Will Smith. I didn't even know she really was like anything but Will
She's
Smith's
not-
wife.
Yeah, she's not like big name, but she's been in some big movies. The Matrix is the one that comes off the top of my head. There was a movie with her and Queen Latifah, and I think Vivica A. Fox. They were like robbing a place, and Jada Pinkett's character is the only one who survives. Like the other three girls died. It was like four
I
girls
know what you're
robbing
talking about.
a bank or something like that. And it wasn't a bad
Not even
movie.
that good. It was,
It was an okay movie.
The only thing I've ever seen her in was Gotham.
yeah, I do remember
Yeah, I
her
didn't
from
know she
Gotham.
was in
And
that.
I
now
don't remember that.
seeing her now, like the way she acted in that kind of reminds me of the way she acted in Gotham.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think she's trying to take the whole me hear me roar approach, but like you ruined that by cheating on your fucking husband. And then Will Smith, I'm not gonna lie, bro, you are just a fucking disappointment. Not for smacking the shit out of Chris Rock. Hey, people make mistakes, but you're a huge disappointment that like she fucking humiliated you. Everything you stood for, she fucking stomped and spit on you. And you're still there, like, come on, man. I guess she's like,
Yeah,
damn, I'm losing half my shit to her, so fuck it, I'm just gonna stay. Rub her
Well,
head
and
every
I
day for
don't
good
know-
luck or some shit.
I don't know how much of that roundtable discussion that they had that put all that stuff out there that you guys remember, but a big part of it that they were talking about in there was, if you remember, Will Smith was getting pretty big. I mean, Fresh Prince. I mean, an awesome freaking show, one of my favorites of the time. And then he started getting really popular in movies, Bad Boys, Independence Day, and some other, Wild Wild West, Men in Black, stuff like that. And then even some of the early 2000 movies that some were good, some weren't, hit and miss. One of my favorites, Dan, you probably remember this one, Enemy of the State. I love that movie.
Favorites.
Yeah. But yeah, and so anyway, so they started talking about like as he was becoming bigger, it became like a pride and ego thing that just his level of expectation of his family and whatnot is what led her astray in a way. And I'm like, I mean, true, his ego probably was pretty big, rightfully so. But that's still no reason for you to do.
No,
what
all that's doing is deflection. Basically,
Yeah.
you said that you cheated on him, and you're blaming it on him for because of what you said, like his ego.
because he
and
had a
stuff like
big
that.
ego. Yeah.
There is no excuse to cheat on your spouse, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, whatever.
Well, and apparently there's been conversations that I have not heard it myself, but that they both said, or that Will said, she didn't cheat. They did not have a monogamous relationship. It was polyamorous.
Yeah, that's what he's saying now.
I don't believe that for a second.
I don't buy it one bit. He's just trying to save face. He's trying to make himself not look as bad, which I don't blame him for that. She basically made him look like a fucking idiot in front of millions of people. So I don't blame him for doing that. But like I said, all she's doing is trying to justify her reason for cheating so she doesn't look as bad.
Mm-hmm.
There's no justifying it. There's no justification for cheating.
No, there's not.
McDermott polyamorous means an open marriage.
I knew that, pussy.
No, I just think
watched
it's
that
that he can't
porn
spell
once.
it. You did what?
Nothing.
What'd you say?
I'm pretty sure you said he watched that in porn once.
I did.
Probably.
I did.
And that was the term they used. It's usually called gangbanging, what you would watch.
No, I listen.
Step bro.
Well, I mean, yeah, that shit's cool. I mean, having a dream that I masturbated to Ronald McDonald and the Burger King guy having sex wasn't weird either. So, I mean, moving on.
Did that happen?
Yes.
No, you didn't.
So, right-handed
don't
gun.
believe
Tim,
you.
right-handed gun.
I don't believe you.
Okay. That's just something I can make up that fucking quick, guys.
You probably wrote that down. It's on a cue card somewhere.
No, that really happened. It was probably about 7.
Why?
Who was
8
giving it to who? Who was giving it to who?
I mean, they both were fucking going at it together, but Ronald McDonald, I just remember because this is when I woke up. When I ain't want to say, bro. Just move on, bro. Next. Next. Next.
It would have been really funny if the Hamburglar would have came in.
Well, no, I didn't let it get that far because when Ronald McDonald was talking hella shit, because apparently, I guess the Burger King dude's a sub or whatever, and Ronald McDonald's the Dommy Wammy of them. The motherfucker said, "Eat my Big Mac sauce, you bitch." And from there, I woke up and I was hard though, so we're gonna ignore that. Let's keep going.
So next time on Brothers Chatter, we examine Ethan's dreams. You're not going to want to miss it.
I don't think that's a road we want to go
Definitely tune in next time.
Wait, are we ending it? Because I almost ended that shit. I'm getting so confused.
No, I think that's a good stopping point. I think we're good.
I thought we had something
down.
else.
Hit it, digging.
Oh,
Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. Leave a comment.
Yeah,
Tim, take us out.
love y'all. See y'all next time. Tune in next time.
I guess we're going
Love
down the
y'all.
dream road. McDermott, get ready.
Hope they're dry.